Welcome to the second half with A. Marie, where the vibe is peace, love, and prosperity. Happy New Year to everyone. If you are new to the channel, please make sure that you share, like, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that whenever I post a new video, you will be notified of the new content. I wanted to give you guys an update on my medical courier business. Okay, so briefly, right before Thanksgiving, I was working, and I had already made my mind up that once the weather started to change and get colder, I was not going to be doing the driving. And so the weather started changing, and I started my transition into preparing for not doing my medical courier business. Now, there were some other issues that I didn't even think about when I started driving. So one thing was gas was extremely expensive. I'm sure everybody was going through the same thing. Gas prices shot up out of nowhere. So that's one of the things that you need to take into consideration if you decide to be a courier of any kind, of any type. Make sure that you think about the gas. Mileage, I was putting mad miles on my car. And of course, like you expect that. You're a driver. You're driving your vehicle. You're going to put miles on your car. But the one thing that had an effect on me and made me decide, it almost forced me to quit, is the fact that my vehicle is a leased vehicle. Okay, if you know anything about leases, you know that the lease only allows you for a certain amount of mileage on your car. Now, my vehicle was a 2019. When I began my medical courier business in 2021, I had very low mileage because for about 2 years my vehicle just sat because of what was going on around us in the world. There was no need for me to be driving. I was working from home, and so I was not putting the mileage on my vehicle. So when I had the opportunity to become a medical courier, I was able to. It didn't matter that my vehicle at that time was a lease because I had very few miles on my vehicle. I will say this, those miles began to add up very, very quickly. And the closer I began to get to my 36,000 limit, I realized that I had to stop driving. Okay. So this is where we're at right now. I am no longer going to be able to drive as a medical courier right now. Number one, the weather has changed. It's very cold and snow in some places. Number two, gas is still high. And the most important thing is that I am getting close to my mileage limit on my lease vehicle. So that's where we're at with the medical courier business. I do want to encourage you though, if you're not in a lease vehicle, if the gas is not an issue for you, and if you don't care about the mileage, I think that this is something that you can either do this as a side hustle, or you can actually turn this into a business. You don't have to work for someone else. You can become your own company and go out and get your own contracts and start your business that way. So I do want to just say that it served its purpose for me. I don't have any complaints about the time that I was driving. I enjoyed my freedom. I enjoyed the people that I met at the different hospitals. Now, I do want to say that I get a lot of questions in my comments. People want to know, where do I go? How do I sign up? What do I do? What I would recommend is, I recommend just typing in logistics companies in your area. Just type and do a Google search on, or you can say medical courier logistics company, or just logistics period, right? You could be specific. If you only want to transport medical supplies and blood and different things like that, then be specific. Medical courier companies are 1099 medical courier, something like that. The other thing, I get a lot of leads from Indeed. Okay, I think I signed up with a couple of companies a while ago, and Indeed was one of them. So they're always sending me notifications that there's medical courier companies in my area. So as many of you know, I am in the Virginia area. So but you can do a search and come up with the same information. I do want to give you some information on a YouTuber that does amazing videos, informative videos about side hustles and gigs. I believe that I got turned on to being a medical courier because of one of the videos I watched. His name is JT Automations. Okay, he used to go by JT Hustles, but he changed his name to JT Automations. Check him out, because you may think you want to do medical courier, but he's got so many bomb videos, so many videos that are actually things that he has done and made money doing them. And if there's something that he's doing a video on and he hasn't done it, he's usually doing an interview with someone that has done that job and has been successful. So check out JT Automations, or some of his old videos may be under JT Hustles. So look him up on YouTube. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Very motivational. And he's been very successful with what he's been doing. So that is a quick update on my medical courier business. I have to put it on hold for now. I don't think my lease on my vehicle is up next month. Okay. I don't think I'm going to lease a vehicle again. I don't recommend, if you are wanting to get into this business, that you do it in a leased vehicle, because it is going to severely limit you. It is going to handicap you, because if you go over those miles in that leased vehicle, you're going to regret it. So just make sure that the vehicle is a vehicle that's reliable. You don't care how many miles you put on it. You can afford the gas, and I think you'll be fine. So on that note, I do want to say again, Happy New Year to everyone. I'm sending you good vibes. I wish you peace, love, and prosperity in 2022. And as always, please make sure that you love yourself first, because if you don't love yourself, nobody else will. And again, you guys, I am so grateful. The channel has grown. I mean, overnight it has grown. So to my subscribers, I appreciate you. And as soon as I get information on anything that I think will be beneficial to you, I am going to share it with you, because on this channel I want everybody to win. So on that, I bid you adieu, and I'm out.